Hey guys, and welcome to the video. Now you're probably going to be shocked to hear my voice. I've been gone for quite some time. You could probably understand why with the whole coronavirus thing going on. I've been actually a key worker, or count as a key worker, so I've been working in that sort of sector, providing for the people. It's been crazy busy, so any time that I have been getting has been pretty much for me to relax, so apologies for that. However, Logic's done a great job of carrying the channel when it comes to the tall tales and riddles, so I'll thank him very much for that, and I hope you guys thank him too. I see a lot of positivity in the comments, so that's great. This video is going to feel a bit like a rant video, only because me and Logic feel as though the state in which PvP is on Sea of Thieves in general, or the PvP situations you encounter, aren't that great. I mean, when we do encounter PvP, we're very lucky to do so, or it ends very quickly, or people don't even bother to PvP back. They actually end up running away and want to rather risk not getting all their loot sold off, or just running for hours on end than despawn the loot. It's not fun. I feel as though it's counterproductive on Sea of Thieves, and I don't feel as though we're rewarded enough for wanting to PvP if we have loot, or if we don't have loot. I feel as though it's very heavily PvE based. Now, if some of you guys are PvE players, this video might not be for you, but if you do like to encounter or enjoy a bit of PvP, I hope that you can get something out of this video. If you could like and sort of share it with people that you know, so maybe our voices can be heard, your voices in the comments, that'd be great, because we want to see Sea of Thieves become more lively and more fun. We feel as though just PvPing, or sorry, PvEing all the time isn't all that great. So thanks for watching the video, and thank you for all the support.
PvP in Sea of Thieves sucks.
It really does. I can't fault what you're saying there one bit.
Like, do you remember those guys who sailed into the Red Sea after completing a fort just to sink their loot?
People will do anything to not allow you to get their loot, or even PvP. It's a bit of a joke, really.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, let's just take a look at this clip right here. We know these guys in this galleon have done the fort, and they've obviously got the loot on their ship. It's a galleon. It's a four-person ship. We're in a sloop. It's two people. We know it takes ages to get all the fort loot on a ship as a sloop, unless you have a rowboat or use a grapple. So these guys have got the loot, and they're just running non-stop. I don't know what we can do.
And the worst part is, we're in the sloop, yeah. We're going against the wind, or even the wind is going like, we have the wind, but because they're a galleon, they're bloody sailing at 10 million miles an hour.
There's no way you can catch them. So at this point, it's just kind of like we're twiddling our thumbs here. We're just waiting. We're AFKing. We're on our phones. We're watching YouTube just to pass the time, because at this point it's just like we will never catch them. But now, as you can see, they are in the Red Sea. The Red Sea, if you don't already know it, or if you haven't sailed out of bounds, basically means sure death if you go far enough in. You can't patch up the amount of holes they give you, so you are guaranteed to sink.
Yeah, you also take on water faster than normal, so it's literally just death.
With a big enough ship as a galleon, it's literally holes in the bottom, holes in the middle. I don't care how many people you have on your ship. You could have 8 man. You ain't stopping that water from filling all the way up. You're a goner at this point.
They were that committed.
That committed to not allowing a sloop, which they severely outnumber, mind you, with double the amount of people. I don't mind if you're an inexperienced or a partially experienced player. Even at that point, you'd still be able to outnumber them. Swords were buffed at this point, to a degree. They did good damage. Swording 2 people alone isn't that difficult of a feat. Now, if you're completing a fort, you have some knowledge of the game. You've done the fort. I believe they did it relatively quick as well. I can't quite remember, but I think they did it relatively quick.
No, they did it quick.
So we know they know what they're doing at the game, but they still ran anyway. So this is like the main problem that we just can't fathom to an overall idea. It's just
the worst part is, this clip was from months ago, and it still happens.
Now. I mean, yeah,
it still happens.
What did we get? I believe it was the other day. We were sort of chasing. Let me remind you, this isn't the same sort of scale. It's not a galleon. It's not 4 people. We were trying to catch the sloop.
Oh, the sloop.
Even then, it's still to the same point. It's just they don't want to fight. They'd rather not fight and run.
They didn't even have a lot.
No. And this is the main problem with Sea of Thieves at the moment. I feel as though PvP is less rewarded than PvE, and we could easily back that up because I mean we've been playing for months on end, even if it's only for a little period every couple of days a week. Now, I can't remember the last item we got for a PvP based reward. I don't think there's ever been one. I can't remember. Has there been one?
I mean, they've added Reaper's Bones, but that's not really.
That's just
doesn't
stealing.
require PvP stuff.
It doesn't realistically require PvP. I mean, obviously to a point where you have to sink them, or you take their flag, or you take their loot.
But that's
you
just for commendations.
Steal.
You can still sell any item which you dug up. You just get more gold and more rep for selling stolen
it's just basically
items.
trying to partially reward you for being a pirate, which is what this game's about. Sea of Thieves is a pirate game. There should be more incentive for people to steal or take. Otherwise, what's the point of this game? It might as well be a Crossroads game, you know? Just like, what?
Yeah. Literally, like, think about Pirates of the Caribbean. Do they go around digging up fucking chests?
Don't get me wrong, they do take the
hours.
odd, but for the most part, it's stealing from one another. They're
battling, bro. They're having battles in the fucking sea. You got, what's his name? Jack Sparrow just hopping on people's ships.
It's just the one thing that the company gets wrong, unfortunately. I'd like to point that out. I mean, if you guys so far have sort of agreed with what we said, if you could sort of just share it around, just kind of tell your friends as well, just because we want to get this opinion out. We feel as though there are certain things that the company can do better when it comes to IMs and PvP. Everything up until now has been PvE based. Now, I don't hate PvE players. I mean, we steal from PvE players. Don't get me wrong. PvE all you want.
PvE players are what we need to steal from.
we need them to thrive. But we would also like to see PvP players, trying to take us on. We're not even wearing we're not even wearing clothing that justifies or indicates that we are the level we're at. We literally usually have a plain ship with white sails, we have clothes on that basically any average person could buy. It costs 50k, you know, anyone could do that. A PvE player.
Get the PvE players to fight back.
Just fight us.
Because there's no incentive. All Sea of Thieves do on their Twitter and their website and their adverts is, hey, new tool tale. Hey, rewards for fishing. Hey, rewards for handing in a mermaid jam.
Kill this megalodon and it will reward you with double loot.
Yeah, like what?
Nice.
Like,
you know,
what do you get for PvPing? Is there a commendation for sinking 500 player ships?
There's not even a currency for fighting or killing people. I wish there was a way for you to be able to attack people and it'd give you a partial reward towards something else, or a kill count, or something, because I feel as though sinking ships don't give you anything.
Imagine you can get a face tattoo of the amount of players you've killed.
That would be amazing. Obviously, they'd have to do that to a point where, you know, because what if you've killed 10,000 people? I don't know if that'd fit on your face, but you know, if you got to that degree, people would be able to see you and go, "Wow!" There's not enough wow factor for certain things in this game. So we've played since day one. We know that since day one, we got the day one patch. A patch that you can't even see or tell that someone has. You literally have to be emoting point blank to see that they've got this eye patch on. Otherwise, you're not seeing it. I just don't get... The greatest thing that they brought out recently, in my opinion, in terms of a cosmetic, was the PvE doing the tall tale for the fire tall tale. You get the fire curse. The only other thing after that, or before that I should say, was the Seabound Soul. The beautiful glowing sword. Which, when you got it, you went, wow, this sword is nice. It's so thin, it glows. We haven't seen anything like this before. It's just perfection.
And what have they done since then?
Guess what you had to do to get it? Do the tall tale a couple of times.
Yeah. And the latest glowing cosmetic since then has been the Reaper's sword, the Reaper like weapon set, which you had to pay for.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna get our devs and say that they're not doing a great, you know, sort of thing when it comes to the PvE rewards. Fine, do it. But I don't see how it could be so hard for them to integrate something into the game which allows people who PvP or steal or sink to have a reward. There must be... You have a reward for sinking 50 skeleton ships and then 500. why can't there be something for sinking 250 player ships?
Yeah.
Do you know how much PvP that would bring to the game? It'd make the game more pirate-like. It would make it more fun.
Just give us something that people can, if we join their server or they see us sailing in the distance, they're like, wow, they are...
I do not want to go near them.
I don't want to mess with them.
I want them to have the opposite effect. I want them to see us with our white sails and go, right, guys, that's a free sink right there. Let's go tally up to our ship sinks.
And then you have a badass fight.
And you have a really good fight. Otherwise, I mean, I don't really see pirate ship fights running for 1 hour.
When was the last time we fought a ship? When?
Competitively with an actual struggle?
Yeah, no, like,
where they don't sail off or sink their ship intentionally by scuttling.
Where they fought back.
A good couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I've never had a head-on ship fight in ages.
Before the emissary update, I swear, or maybe at the beginning, I don't know. I
want to feel like when I leave my ship at an island, I have to be wary and watch my ship. Because someone could roll up and try and sink me. That hasn't happened in a couple of months. So for me to sit here and say that, for me to sit here and say that PvP isn't an issue would be a complete lie. Because it is an issue. There's nothing going on. So can we please get more incentive or reason to PvP one another or to fight?
And the only way they really reward you in this game is cosmetics.
And I'm not even impressed with those.
There's not like... progression per se. You got progression in the Tall Tale story, but that's not particularly that interesting. Like, what is the reason for people to play this game every day and make it their main game? What is the reason?
I don't have a reason. Realistically, apart from the one fight that I might get every month.
Yeah. Like, what's the reason to make this your main game that you play? You're at school, you're at college, whatever. You're at work. I want to play Sea of Thieves. What makes you give that? What gives you that thought? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's not like, there's no motivation to play this game.
The one thing that made that happen for me was during the early stages of the game when people didn't really know what they were doing. There was crossplay, so you encountered more people, more
servers actually had ships
that wanted to fight, that were there. I mean, I don't think I could even find 4 ships on a server nowadays because they're all too busy hiding in the corners.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's just go over a quick point. Let's go over someone who's a big individual, streaming wise, YouTube wise in the scene. Summit 1G.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you've definitely heard of Summit 1G if you're a Sea of Thieves fan. Either you're a fan of him or you don't really like how he does things. So some people don't like the idea of how he goes about sneaking, stealing people's loot. But he's the sole reason that more people are starting to do that stuff, which is great. Because
this is the reason why the game essentially grew around, was it Christmas when he streamed this a lot?
Yeah, it's the player base rose. It shot up. And I'm pretty sure the Sea of Thieves community was very thankful of Summit because although he was sneaking and he was stealing and all those sort of things that a lot of PvE players really despise and hate on, because you see them in the comment section all the time.
Right, you see them on Reddit
something where he's still, you see him on
forums.
Reddit. You see them in the Sea of Thieves Discord. They're always complaining about their loot getting stolen. Oh, I worked for 20 minutes to get 5 chests and I got stolen.
Pirate game.
Or I sunk. You're in a pirate game. It's open world. You should be expected to lose your stuff. You need to be wary. You need to actively try and improve upon your own skills so that you don't get sunk on. You know? You need to be able to fight against these other people. There's no one really feels like they have to do that or learn the game or PvP or learn new tricks, which I feel is bad. Every game should have multiple aspects to it. It shouldn't just be just one thing. Because when the game released, it had the idea of PvP. They showed it in their trailers. Pirates fighting pirates. People stealing loot. But
hold up,
that
in
sort of
the
died now.
latest Steam reveal trailer, is there any PvP in that?
I don't quite remember. I think it was more or less
I'm gonna pull
just
this
them
up.
sort of showing off the sort of little bits. But yeah, I'll just briefly go over what Summit does. Summit is he's a big face. Everyone knows him. He does what he does best, and I'm thankful for Summit. And I hope if he sees this video, you never know, he might do that. He sort of agrees with it and sort of shows other people, because They really need to hear this. He does a great job. Him and a couple of the people he plays with, Pace is another familiar name. They all do the same thing. They go about trying to steal loot. They actually server hop because they know the servers are dead. There's nothing in there. Another feature that we sort of felt like should be sort of discussed when it comes to PvP and PvE is to know what's going on in your server. We feel as though you should be able to know
or something, man.
Who's on your server. You should know that there are 5 ships on your server.
I don't
need
what
to know
ships.
what size. I don't need to know what size. I don't need to know there's 4 galleons and 1 sloop. I just need to know that my server isn't dead, so I'm not endlessly sailing these seas in hope to have one fight.
So you don't just join a server with 2 ships. One's in the fire, what was
molten
it called?
area, and I'm sailing around
Devil's
endlessly in the center
one's in
of
the
the
shores
sea.
of gold, like.
It's crazy. So if you have a look at this sort of clip here and on the sort of Steam release, you can see that, there's a ship, PvE. They're doing some Reapers sort of stuff. Oh, they're catching a pig. Oh, there's a Megalodon. More PvE.
Fishing.
Oh, what's it? Fishing, PvE. Very nice. And just loot from PvE, I guarantee.
There might have been one.
There was one
PvP
clip where he had a gunpowder barrel
on his back, and he was going up the mast, right?
Nope, he was in a rowboat attached to them with a gunpowder barrel, which might
here you
have
go.
been PvP.
Here you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
He's going up. I think that's
There you
his
go.
own ship, though. That's probably his own ship. He's going up top with a stronghold barrel. Oh.
He's getting shot at. That's.
Look, legendary stories. And I love how here you can see here, right? They have this text over the video to basically show off the different parts. Legendary stories, lots of loot.
Yeah, there's no PvP.
Where's the PvP where it says
legendary battles?
Oh, but where's that? Arena.
It's an arena.
Not even in the open world.
Dude, arena, 1 chest.
Legendary fun.
1 chest.
I don't know about that one, buddy.
What? This is what you're talking about, where they hooked onto the back of the galleon.
On, so I think that's their one clip for PvP on the open world. What happened to the old clips where there were like 4 ships all shooting each other in the open world? Do you know why they don't put that in there? Because they don't want to get your expectations high enough to the point where you go in, buy the game, and go, "Where's all this action?" It's nowhere.
Yeah, there's no action.
But I think I've pretty much done my rant. I feel as though I've got all my points across about the state of PvP in this game.
Yeah, I guess in conclusion, there just needs to be more of a
reward,
just something to say. Hey, don't sit there, throw on your Netflix series on your second monitor or on your phone.
Don't see that guy and run. Go and fight him.
Go and fight him. Make progression towards earning a ship, which makes you glow. Or when you're sailing, there's an aura of like music, or there are particle effects coming off your ship.
Just to show your battle prowess.
Just
in
something. Maybe in the side of your boat, you get the amount of ships you've sunk scratched in. Like I'm just spitballing. Just more glowing stuff.
In general, there's not enough. There really isn't. I mean, what did we get recently?
What's this necklace? Can you even get this necklace?
I don't even know. But I mean, what did we get recently with the emissaries? We got the highest reward.
The
it was a sail which was glowing. We thought, wow, that's amazing. I think one thing the company doesn't really appreciate is simplicity. They like to do things over the top with their stuff. So if they release something, they want to just throw all this stuff onto a sail. You know what would be nice? If we just had a black hull. Or if we just had a black sail with a bit of red glowing.
Yeah.
We don't want these massive insignias slapped onto the sail. Just do something plain. Like a plain blue. Or a really nice... I mean, even when they did the release of those plain skins, I remember the black one had this bright grey patch sewn into it.
Oh, what,
and it
in
was
the middle?
Like, this sail would have been
like
perfect if you didn't put a big patch of grey into it. Why?
Yeah. Oh, what, the sail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I don't get it, but that's me done with my rant. I don't know if you're finished.
I think that about touches on it.
I think that pretty much sums it up.
Just our frustrations is just something needs to change, because I'm slowly losing motivation to even come on the game. Because
me too. In general, I mean, yeah.
What's the
overall
point? Like, I understand that we have a channel and we have to provide for our subs. And I'm happy to do that. I enjoy it. I love it.
It is quite hard.
It's just, why do I want to come on, do a tool tale, and then get no action? It's just like, or not even do a tool tale. Just come on, try and get some action. and
But yeah,
waste 3 hours of my time.
I don't know. But either way,
Yeah.
thanks for watching,
Me
guys.
done.
If you feel as though you agree with what we said here, you're a PvP player, please like the video. Also,
Please
if you're
share
not,
it around.
Yeah, even if
well.
you don't agree or you do agree, please leave what you think in the comments. Just tell us, what do you feel
Give us
Sea of
your
Thieves
opinions.
needs to do
We'd love to hear them.
in terms of PvP or PvE to make people experience more of the game than just one side. It's too one-sided at the moment. There's something needs to be done. So
I'd also like to say, don't forget to join our Discord and follow our Twitter, because we often see people in the comments saying, "Oh, help me with this tall tale. I need a bit of help. I'm struggling." It's not very easy for us to give real-time help in YouTube comments, whereas if you're in our Discord, it's a lot easier for either Sam or I to reply to one of your comments saying, "Help! I need help with."
There's even people in there that have done it as well that also help people out. I've seen that in the chat. People have been helping each other out with their tall tales. So.
Just join our Discord, follow our Twitter. We tweet when we upload videos, and you can also chat with us there. But I think we're about done.
Pretty much done. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching,
See you soon.
guys. See you in a bit.